In this video, we're going to show you how to empty all of the Dyson cordless vacuum cleaners. Now, let's start with the V7. Emptying the V7 is the same across all the different V7 models. This happens to be the V7 Motorhead. Now, it has a 0.14 gallon dust canister, or dustbin if you prefer. You can empty it with the machine intact like this, or you can just take the handheld component off. It's a little easier to handle. We prefer to do that. To do that, there's a little red button here. You just press that, and the wand and cleaner head come off. Now you're just dealing with the handheld component. Now there's a red pull tab here on the top. You pull that up, this whole assembly comes out, dustbin door opens up, and your dust, debris, hair, everything else falls out. Occasionally you will have to put your hand in and pull some stuff out. That's usually if you got hair and stuff in there, but this what Dyson call a hygienic dirt ejector system, this whole assembly comes out. That does help quite a bit in getting the dust and debris out. To close it, push it down, close it up like that. This is the V8 Absolute. Emptying the V8s, it's the same for all the V8 models, and actually the V8s empty the same way as the V7s. This is a 0.14 gallon dust canister, again, same as the V7. In this case, I'm going to empty it with the machine in one piece, so you can see that that actually does work. You can just put it over here, and opens up, and closes. Now the V10s. The V10s are actually a little bit interesting in that there are two configurations of V10s. You've got your Absolutes and Animals, and they look like this here with the large 0.2 gallon dust canister. Then you've got the V10 Motorhead, and you can see that the dust canister here is certainly smaller than in this configuration. The dust canister in the Motorhead is 0.14 gallons, actually the same size as the canisters on your V7s and V8s. In addition, the Motorhead has a longer wand, a different cleaner head, and it weighs a little less than the V10 Animal and Absolute. Now, when you want to empty your Motorhead, the dustbin door is actually right here. It won't open with the wand attached, so you have to remove the wand to empty this unit. So there's a typical red button here, wand comes off. Now Dyson sometimes calls this the point and shoot method. There's kind of a red push tab here. You simply point the machine down, push down, dustbin door opens up. To close it, I typically grab the dustbin door, push it back up. That's probably the easiest method. And there you go, you've emptied your V10 Motorhead. Now to empty the V10 Animal or Absolute, it's effectively the same thing, it's just a bigger unit. You have to take the wand off. Now, a couple of things about this before we proceed. When we got ours, it was really quite sticky. We had a really hard time pushing on this red tab. As a matter of fact, we ended up breaking the machine because we pushed a little too hard. We've actually heard of others who have had the same problem. Now, what we typically do is put our thumb on the red push tab here, our fingers on the end, and we push on our thumb until we hear a click, like that. Then we can go ahead and use it. Now, as you can see, it comes right off in this case because we did break it. It goes back together fairly easily, but that's how you empty the V10 Absolute or Animal. This is our V11 Absolute. The V11 torque drive and the V11 Animal have basically the same vacuum configuration. The dust canister setup is really the same as the V10 Absolute and V10 Animal. It's 0.2 gallons. If you want to empty it, again, the dustbin door is here, so you've got to remove this wand. And now this unit we found to be much easier to empty than our V10 Absolute. It wasn't sticky at all. This is the red push tab. Just push it down, grab that door, close it up. Now there is another V11 out there, and it's the V11 Outsize. It's kind of like your torque drive on steroids. You can see that the dust canister on this thing is huge. It's 0.5 gallons, so it's 1.5 times larger than the V11 and the V10. Okay. Emptying that, though, is virtually the same process. Take the wand and cleaner head off. Got the red push tab here, point and shoot, opens up, closes. It's quite simple, it's just a heck of a lot bigger.